Tonight on Thrill of a Lifetime, an ad copywriter's transformed into a radio DJ and then confronts her greatest fear.
Anyone that knows me and airplanes aren't tight.
And a real-life ER doctor gets star treatment on the outrageous set of the hit TV show Scrubs.
Hey, bud, can we give it up for Rhonda? Give it up for Rhonda.
Meet Dr. Rhonda Taylor, a 31-year-old ER physician and a huge fan of the hit TV show Scrubs. This is her boss, Chief of Emergency Medicine, Dr. Eric Letofsky. Here's his prognosis.
I'm going to surprise one of my emergency physicians, Dr. Rhonda Taylor, with a surprise visit to the set of Scrubs in Hollywood.
Scrubs is a hugely popular sitcom focusing on some eager interns at a surreal hospital full of zany characters. It has both critical acclaim and a snowballing viewership. Millions of viewers would die to get a behind-the-scenes peek at this show.
So the show's Scrubs. It's relevant to me because I just finished my training, so I'm seeing interns go through situations that I've been through myself. I think
Dr. Taylor thinks she's being interviewed about how real-life doctors are portrayed on TV. Seems like our little trick is working.
Dr. Taylor is going to be particularly thrilled about this kind of thing for a couple of reasons. First of all, she's young and enthusiastic, in many ways similar to the cast of Scrubs anyways. She has a great sense of humor, and she's really going to love going down there and seeing Scrubs in action, really.
Life in the ER can be stressful, but very rewarding when you see people get better. I love my job.
She spent 10 years in school. She's finally a full-time doctor, and now Dr. Letofsky feels she deserves a break.
What's going to happen now is that I'm going to page Dr. Rhonda Taylor to the X-ray viewing box on an emergency basis, stat. Can you do me a favor, Lisa? This is very important. Go, Dr. Taylor's down there. Just go get her and say, I need to see her right away to look at an X-ray. Tell her I need her stat to look at an X-ray.
There for you,
Taylor,
so.
you want it stat for an X-ray. You want it stat for an X-ray.
Shh, don't tell her. Ronnie, can you come look at an X-ray for me? All right, okay, here, you gonna look at the X-ray for me?
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, it's just a regular old X-ray. You are going to Hollywood. You're gonna be flown to Los Angeles. You're gonna be taken to the set of Scrubs, and you're gonna be seeing a live version of Scrubs. Congratulations. This is really gonna happen, Roger.
Now, meet Stephanie Weiner. She's 31 years old and writes ads for television and radio, but she's always wanted to get in front of a microphone.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and ever since I was little, I've wanted to be on the radio. So my thrill of a lifetime would be to be a radio host for the day. I wrote into the show because I thought I've always wanted to be a stripper.
Bada bing.
Wait a second, wrong show!
But I thought, you know what? Too easy. Everyone wants to be a stripper, really? So then I thought, well, there is something else that I kind of wanted to do, and that was to be on the radio. When I was younger, I was very, very nerdy. I just would sit in my room and I had a tape recorder, not that many friends, and I would just pretend that I was a radio host.
We invited her friend Elspeth and Stephanie's sister Carly over for some laughs and a look back at her early ambitions in broadcasting.
A lot of us know what epidermis is, but I'll give these kids a clue here. Epidermis is something, a part or something on your body, okay? I can't give you much more of a clue than that.
This could ruin my career. I don't think we need to hear this anymore.
At that moment, we asked Stephanie to turn on her favorite radio show, Mix 99's Carla and Company.
6:49, you're with Carla.
And right on cue, they broke in with a news flash.
Thrill of a lifetime? And if you can believe this, somebody's thrill of a lifetime is to be a radio DJ. I hope you're listening. Stephanie Weiner. So her thrill of a lifetime is going to be sitting in with us and experiencing the magic, the love, and that is Carla and Company.
You can stop pinching yourself. This is not a dream.
Hey, finally, I'm not the only wiener on the morning show.
Hot dog, we have a wiener.
Meanwhile, Dr. Taylor's really loving La La Land.
I'm here in LA. This is amazing. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Scrubs is filmed in an old abandoned hospital on a closed set where no outsiders get in. That's what makes this thrill so special.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, how are you?
Good. This is Dr. Rhonda Taylor.
Rhonda, hi,
I'm
nice
David.
to meet you.
Welcome to Set of Scrubs.
Thank you, very
Want a little
excited.
tour?
I would love a tour. That'd be great.
I'll give you a tour. So here we are in the ICU. Does
Okay.
it look realistic enough for you?
Yes, I feel like
Kinda?
I'm back at work. This is supposed to be vacation.
Well, why don't you
Yeah.
just hang out, feel at home. I'm gonna go run the set. I gotta do a couple things, and
Great.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks. It feels like a hospital. It's a very neat experience. Yeah, I'm kind of blown away and speechless. I don't know what to say.
Well, you better think of something, and fast, because here comes one of the big stars of the show. Coming up, Dr. Rhonda feels she's died and gone to heaven. And later, Stephanie joins her in the clouds. Dr. Rhonda Taylor has been surprised with a trip to Hollywood to visit the set of Scrubs. We kept her busy while her first big thrill snuck up behind her.
We're having a bit of a problem upstairs. We need your help.
Hey, it's Sarah Chalk. She plays Elliot Reed, the beautiful but socially awkward intern. On the show, she's the closest thing to our Dr. Rhonda.
Hey, so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. This
Welcome.
is awesome, thank you. I don't get nervous at work. And then I'm here meeting movie stars, and I'm totally nervous. That's awesome. It's so nice to meet you.
You too.
You do a great job.
Thank you. And this is where we do all of our scenes, pretty much where we come and do rounds with Dr. Kelso. Here's a copy of the next script. You get the script and it'll say, insert large chunk of medical jargon here. Necrotizing fasciitis. You have itis. You have a bad case of itis. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to a very special place at the hospital.
Okay.
Just when things were going so well, Rhonda's thrill takes a spine-tingling turn.
Good nap?
Oh, it was great. I've actually never been in a morgue, despite what I do, so that was hilarious. She was funny, she was fun, she made me feel at home. It just felt like we were, we'd known each other before, and it was a great surprise.
Hold on. Well, best trip back up to Canada.
Thank you, very nice.
Good luck with everything. Congratulations on being part of the most respectful profession ever.
And thank you for making fun of it.
Not at all. It's an honor too. Right on.
Right.
Okay, we'll actually go do a conscious sedation on my patient with lidocaine.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on to your gurney, Rhonda, because you're about to be paged. Meanwhile, Stephanie's trying to catch some Z's before her big debut on early morning radio.
That night, I got about an hour's sleep. Yeah, sleep was not the first thing on my to-do list. I was pretty much thinking about all the things that were going to happen in hours from then.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Well, I leapt out of bed, and here I am, fresh as daisies.
Here you are, Stephanie, Mix 99, broadcast to millions of people.
Pretty much everybody I knew and their families were listening, so I had the risk of seeming like a complete idiot.
Remember, Stephanie, this is live radio. There are no second takes, and
There's no turning back now.
Carla and Company, this is Stephanie Weiner.
Hello, Stephanie Weiner. Welcome to the show.
Carla Collins. This is Griff Henderson. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
It was very odd. I didn't know what was going to happen because I met them and they literally sat me down. Carla was showing me, mic on, mic off. That was it. And then I was on the air.
Toronto's best variety mix, 99.9.
her friends and coworkers gather round their radios.
Well, this is a pretty special moment. I know, can you feel the tension and the excitement? So we have a young lady, and she's absolutely gorgeous, by the way, sitting in with us today because, believe it or not, and I hope you're sitting down, we are her thrill of a lifetime.
Hey!
That's right. Please welcome to Carl & Company, Stephanie Weiner.
Yay! Stephanie!
Thank you very much. Let's just get this out in the air and let's discuss the last name.
Okay, you want to start with your last
It's
name?
been 31 years in the making.
Really?
I was completely freaked out and extremely nervous, and I think it came across in my voice because I didn't know if I was just supposed to say hi. We should probably discuss some of the various, my father's name actually
Okay,
is Seymour Wiener.
Seymour Wiener.
Yeah, he's listening right now, so hi. My grandmother is Lil Wiener.
Is Little Wiener?
Yeah, L-I-L, but you know, try to say that 10 times fast, and she really doesn't seem to get that Seymour is not the greatest name. They were awesome. I was like, they made me seem like I was like one of the gang, and before I knew it, it was like I could kind of chime in whenever I wanted.
Stephanie Wiener, yes, her real name.
Yeah, well, actually, I go by Wiener now.
Okay, oh yes.
That's my new thing. A friend gave it to me a year ago. I took it.
Stephanie was sounding just a little too professional, so we decided now would be a good time to introduce her to Fly Guy, the traffic and weather reporter who has some news for our rookie.
Before you go, can you please say hello to our guest this morning, Stephanie Wiener, sitting in with us as part of her thrill of a lifetime to be a radio DJ?
I hear that Stephanie's going to be joining me tomorrow morning.
I think he said something like, "So I'm going to meet you tomorrow," and I was like, "You are?" My first reaction, I think, when I heard that was complete and utter fear, because anyone that knows me and airplanes aren't tight. We're not buddies. Oh my God. Well, I didn't know I was going to actually meet you.
Are you bringing the coffee and donuts tomorrow morning?
You bet.
Stephanie, that's right. That's your thrill on top of the thrill tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, holy crap about it.
Meanwhile, back on the set of Scrubs, the crew is prepping for another big surprise.
Up here on the right, we have wardrobe.
Yeah, okay.
You all ready to get in the costume?
Yeah, sure.
Rhonda thinks she's just clowning around in wardrobe unobserved, but there is another Scrub star closely monitoring her progress.
Look, I come to this show and look what happens.
Oh, that's Zach Braff. Don't you just love him? Zach plays JD, the fresh-faced intern who's equally competent and confused.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't want to say anything, but this is yours. One of my favorite characters is JD, played by Zach. I'd like to actually meet him again when I nod in a pregnancy outfit and have a normal conversation.
Something more along the lines of this.
Oh, yeah. That's really great. Thank you. It was
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you say you could give birth and then we'll go have lunch?
Okay. Walking in with everything, all the attention on me, and them all looking at me, walking over. That was probably the biggest hit when it hit me, that I had, very nervous. Nice to meet you. Wow, and I met you upstairs. Hi. Hi again.
You met before?
Yes, hi again.
You were pregnant earlier, but now you're not?
Yeah, I had a girl.
This is Bill Lawrence. He's the creator of the whole darn thing.
We met earlier and I got nervous and walked into a file cabinet. I won't let her go home.
So somewhere at your hospital, there's like sick people walking around and goes, anyone see my doctor?
Then the topic of the dreaded morgue comes up.
2 minutes was creepy, right?
If you're in there for an hour, you win the bag.
Has anyone done it?
No.
Yeah. How much you get? Oh, $500.
You gotta salt my peanut a little heavier than that.
Salt your peanut?
500 is not gonna get my attention.
John C. McGinley is exactly what I expected he'd be like.
And you just can't miss John C. McGinley. As Dr. Cox, he's the abrasive mentor who can be erratic and sexy at the same time.
You get any drink? What do you want? A little half and half? That's what you're having.
Okay. I really liked him. I was very excited. He was one of the people I definitely wanted to meet today. I've seen him in his movies, Platoon, and I think he's a great actor. I feel nervous around them, like I don't know what to say. And it's mostly so far just nerves and excitement. Total excitement.
Fantasizing about you doing it.
Watch that heart rate, Rhonda, because the excitement has only just begun. Coming up, Dr. Rhonda puts her years of medical school to good use.
Take you right to set, you're a star.
And Stephanie has her own concerns with internal organs. Here's the recap. Stephanie Wiener realized her childhood thrill as a radio host, and now she's going to be a sky-high traffic and weather reporter. Just one problem. She has a fear of flying. Big time.
So here we are. This is our machine for the day. A lovely airplane.
We're flying in this plane? Okay, excuse me just a minute.
No, come back.
Okay, really? Oh dear. Okay, it could use a little washing too.
Very nice machine.
Okay.
So that voice in the air now has a face on the ground. Here's Fly Guy.
Fly Guy!
Motor, how you
Nice to meet you.
How are things?
Great. It was tight in there. There was, Fly Guy went in. He sat in the back, and then Raj went in, and I kind of went into the small area, and I was thinking, like, I could literally put my hand out here and touch Raj's door. Like, it's way smaller than my car. The engine starts, and at this point, I think what was happening was Slugga had to get up in the air to do a report. So he's saying, how long till liftoff? And Raj is saying, momentarily. How long? Momentarily. There's a lot of this, I felt this stress, like he had to get up in the air right away. And it was probably 30 seconds till we were airborne. So it was the fastest take I've ever experienced in my life. And I have to say, I was white knuckling it. And I was just trying to hold on for dear life. When I was up in that plane, I was queasy, sweaty, dry mouth, the whole thing. But I knew I had a task to do, and you know, listen, when a girl's got to do traffic report, a girl's got to do traffic report.
EVP is very slow right now from the Gardner up to Finch. The Gardner westbound has a number of slow spots right into Dixie. In the 427 north, there's an accident in the left lane that does it, so try an alternate route instead.
You know, I actually really did not think I'd be saying this. It has completely changed my life. It's just something I've always secretly wanted to do, and I did it. I mean, it was like the wildest thing, and I really feel like it was one of the top moments of my life. It has been one of those experiences that I will never forget. Ground! You don't have to worry about losing a job or anything to the wiener.
Yeah.
Real-life ER doctor Rhonda Taylor has already experienced her thrill of a lifetime hanging out with the cast of the hit TV show Scrubs, but they just couldn't let her thrill end there.
Right now, I'm gonna go watch a taping of the show Scrubs.
They've actually allowed her access to the closed set, where another star and thrill awaits her.
It's neat being on the set, just totally different than I expected. Just like I've seen all the lights and the camera, and I had no idea what was in store for me.
Hey, buddy, this here is a thrill of a lifetime.
That's the unforgettable Donald Faison. He plays Turk, the off-the-wall surgical resident who just won't grow up.
Hey, buddy, can we give it up for Rhonda? Give it up for Rhonda.
I was not big on center of attention, very nerve-wracking.
Oh, this is the day when you kissed Todd, right? You married though, huh? Your husband's not gonna mind. Todd!
All right, here we go. Pictures up.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Huh?
I am.
Good.
A little nerve-wracking.
Why are you nervous?
I've never been on a movie set before.
This isn't a movie, this is television.
Television set.
Yeah.
See, I'm so nervous I can't tell. They made it a great experience, like just including me. So they were great.
No! Please, God!
Okay, where's Frank?
I'll see you later.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks, Donald.
So let's get this straight. Sarah Chalk has given her a private tour of the set. The guys have welcomed her at their lunch table, then invited her to watch a taping of the show. What more could they do to make this a better thrill?
I'm having a problem with this.
I know there was there was something about the rhythm or the flow of the people.
Yo, how about we get a Canadian doctor, a real Canadian doctor to be in this scene?
No way.
Yeah, we're gonna have you be in this scene.
Oh,
no way.
When they told me I was going to be in the actual show, I was blown away.
Right. We need you.
Thank God.
Okay.
We need you.
Thank you.
I
Big
can
trouble.
try.
You can try?
Okay.
You're gonna save us.
I'm going to save you.
Thank God
you're here.
Coming up, can Dr. Taylor save the patient? I mean the scene?
Action.
Here's the recap. Dr. Taylor has been given the royal treatment on the set of Scrubs, and she's just found out that she's actually going to be in the show.
You're gonna save us.
When they said, Rhonda, come over here, you're going to carry a basket of flowers and pretend you're going to visit a patient, I was blown away. This is too funny. I was joking with everyone at home, this is going to be my big break, and I'm going to get on TV. I didn't think I was going to get on the show. This is awesome. This is hilarious.
And roll sound. Rolling. And background. Action.
When I heard action, well, the nerves sort of picked up a little bit because I think I'm going to trip. I'm going to mess up the timing, and they're professionals. They do this. I don't.
Cut. Nicely done.
Oh, thank you. The big walk across. Didn't mess up my line. I guess I wowed them. And So after I did that scene where I was in the clothes I wore today, they decided to dress me up like a doctor and then walk by with another doctor and pretend that we're just talking medical stuff. And before it was just this TV show I found funny, and now it's going to be, there's going to be that little spot where it's special. I have a bone to pick with this guy.
Come on in.
Dr. Kelso, played by Ken Jenkins. On Scrubs, he runs the place and is known for turning tough interns into blubbering children.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. When I walked into Dr. Kelso's office, I was going to give him the what for. I had the intention of, telling him that he has to be nicer to his residents. And then when you meet him, you just can't help but, he's just too nice. I've been through some of the things that these interns are doing.
And certainly you've never met any chief of medicine that would be tough.
Not like
Not
you.
yours.
He's not that man at all, so he changed my mind, and we had a nice chat. Changed my mind about you, you're all right.
Well, good. Then your trip's worthwhile for my point.
Oh, there we go.
And as chief of medicine of Sacred Heart Hospital, I would like to present this Scrubs to Rhonda on behalf of the entire staff.
It was really sweet. They gave me a pair of the Scrubs from the show. I think I'm gonna wear them my first day back. I had no idea what a set was like. It was very fun to meet the cast. Everyone is so nice here.
Bye, Doc. All the best.
I think I'll just take away meeting both the cast and the crew. This is such a special memory. They were just so nice. Thank you, thrill of a lifetime. I had a great time. Thank you.
Tell us your thrill, and we will make it happen. Go to thrillofalifetime.ca.
Here's the old impression of Clarice Starling for all my fans out there. This is the setup in the jail cell. Okay? Okay, here we go.
You see a lot, Doctor, but are you smart enough to point some of that high power perception to yourself?
And there you go.